Hi, everybody. I'm Andrea Lee. With me today, I have Joe Heller and Brett Rice. We're going to cover how ready are you to retire, and we're going to show you some resources that we have that are free on our website so that you can take a look from the comfort of your own home and get an idea of if you're ready to retire. If you need to maybe sit down with somebody and tweak some things to put you in a better place or get on the right track toward retirement. Joe is our newest member on the team, and I'm going to let him start by just telling you a little bit about himself and what he does here.
So I started here at Core Vision in July of 2021. Have really been getting involved in our team aspect, in working, basically learning a lot of different things. I was a financial analyst in my prior life, so a lot of this is new, but a lot of it's also stuff that I've done previously. So been really excited to be on the team and learning a lot as I continue to get my licensing done.
Brett Rice, Core Vision. I've been here 4 years as an advisor. Along with Andrea, we work with people all the time building financial plans and helping people understand the tools that we're going to walk through here today.
Sure. And I'm Andrea Lee. I am also an advisor like Brett, and I am a certified financial planner. The three of us are really your team that focuses on financial planning for Core Vision. And so we wanted to just put this video together to show you some of the resources that you have, the availability to take advantage of. So Brett's going to get us started with our income planning worksheet.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to show you one of the resources that's available on our website that will help you begin this process. One of the things you need to understand, as you prepare for retirement is what is the income you can expect to get monthly while you're in retirement. So one of the first things we're going to talk about today is income planning. What we're going to do is give you some tools that help you understand when you're in retirement, what you can expect your monthly income to be and how to calculate that. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to the Core Vision website at corevisionfg.com. And we're going to go there right now. We're going to show you how to find these tools that can help you calculate this. So this is the website as you go to corevisionfg.com. And when you go to services, income planning, what you're going to do is when this loads up, there's going to be a spreadsheet right here that we're going to use to help calculate that. Okay, so when this loads up here, you can see it. This is what the web browser is going to look like, and this here is an Excel spreadsheet in here that we're going to use to calculate how much you're prepared to get monthly in retirement. Okay, so this web page right here, this spreadsheet is what we're going to use to help calculate the amount that you're going to be able to expect from the assets you've accumulated, what you're going to get in a monthly income. So for this example, we're going to use $7,000. We think that $7,000 monthly income. If someone needed that much, then start filling out what they can already know that they're going to get. So from Social Security is something that if you don't know what you're going to expect in retirement, we highly recommend you go to ssa.gov and register and create an account and get that information. And getting that now and understanding that for going forward in the future, we think is a huge deal. Educating yourself and becoming informed about what you at this current moment can expect in retirement from Social Security.
One other point to that, Brett, I think it's an excellent point, but I've also had clients in the past that have gone to that website and have found discrepancies and mistakes that the Social Security website has with past employment. And so I think it's never too early to check on it and just make sure, because it's going to be easier to untangle that now rather than when you're wanting to start drawing Social Security.
Correct. Yeah, because you don't need it now. In the future, if it's incorrect and you need to have that income, it's just going to create a delay. So that's a great point. Registering on that website isn't going to cost you anything. It is a little time consuming, but that's why doing it now is a bigger deal. So we're going to set up to where your Social Security income for you and your spouse would be listed there. And then what we're going to say is that in retirement, that you're going to earn approximately $500 a month in some part-time income. And as we go down through here, there are other, if you have a pension, you put that amount in there, rental income, farm, real estate, rental properties. And then if you have any additional income that you would expect to continue to receive during retirement. That totals those sums up right here and gives you, that's what you can expect from Social Security, pension, part-time employment while in retirement. And then we're going to get into the section that talks about your investment assets, your 401ks, your IRAs, 403bs, all the different employer type plans. And we're going to say that in this example, we have $150,000 in both spouse accounts. We're going to say there are no Roth IRAs and that we have $50,000 in a non-qualified investment account. No additional investments for this example, but if you had an annuity, we would put it there. Health savings accounts, CDs, any and all of your investments we would like to put in this category for both you and your spouse. Then that gives you a total investment assets. Then we start getting down into how much would you expect to withdraw off of that money. 4% is traditionally the recommended percentage, as they feel pretty confident that taking 4% over time will continue to leave enough money in there for you to withdraw assets off that.
And that's to not draw into principal, correct?
That's to, yeah, because you would get a higher return than that, yeah. You would hope to anyway. Annual income from investments, I would expect you to take $14,000 a year off of that. So monthly income from your investment assets divided by 12, $1,166. So when you add the two together, your Social Security, part-time employment, your monthly income from investment assets, you get $6,866. Then you would want to income tax liability percentage, because you want to include that. You want to plan that, hey, we're going to have to pay taxes in retirement, because given the different tax treatments of all your investment assets, with no Roth, your assets are going to be generally income tax liable. So this is an estimate on what your tax would be, your after-tax monthly income. And then this number here tells you basically what you're short on a monthly basis from getting that $5,700. I'm sorry, $7,000 a month. You had $5,700 in fixed income. So you have a shortfall of roughly $1,506. So then what at the bottom of this spreadsheet, what it does is it helps explain, hey, so what's that mean as total amount of assets do I need to accumulate between now and when I retire to cover that shortfall? So this does the math here saying $1,500 is $18,000 a year. And it says you're approximately off by $452,000. So then what we're going to do is in the next step here is we're going to take this $452,000 number and we're going to work through how do we get to that. But one of the things we want to talk about here on this spreadsheet is if you wanted to print this out, you can download this web page here, this Excel spreadsheet, and print it out so you would have these numbers. And you can come back here and put them in again and say, well, hey, now instead of 150, I have 175, and use this as kind of a tool as you approach retirement. So you would download it and then print it out and then have that for your records. So once you have this number, what we're going to do now is I'm going to turn this over to Andrea, and she's going to take this $452,000 number and use another tool from our website to help you calculate how you get to that number.
All right, so next we're going to go still up to that same services drop down, and you're going to choose My Blocks. And from here, there is a short video if you want to watch that, but you can click the button that says Start Planning and then Register. All right, so then from this page, you're just going to type in your first and last name, date of birth, marital status, phone number, email address, and then you can create your own password. I believe it requires at least one capital letter and one number. And then if you're married, you can enter your spouse's information. All right. And then click register. And then it should redirect you to just log in. So you're going to use that same email address for your user ID. And then enter your password that you just created. You can read through the disclosure. As long as you're comfortable with that, click accept. And then it's going to load a plethora of blocks, and you could play around with any of these. Today, we're going to focus on retirement funds. So you just scroll to that one, hit play. And as you can see, it said it takes about 7 minutes to complete this block. So we're going to enter the employment status for you and your spouse. And then you just enter your annual employment income. All right.
Yeah.
And then you can adjust if you get a typical cost of living adjustment each year for employment, or if you do or don't, you can adjust that increase accordingly. Then if your employer offers a retirement plan, you can enter that information here. So we're just going to utilize the same numbers that Brett put in income worksheet. We're going to add a little more information. So let's say for Mr. Client, his employer will match up to 3%. So it's 100% match up to 3%. And let's say for Mrs. Client, she's also doing 3%, but her employer will match 50% up to 4%. So it just kind of depends on your employer plan and what that looks like. If you have questions on this, absolutely reach out. We can help you. So it's also going to want to know if you have any other retirement plans. If you do, you can go ahead and add those there. If you had a rollover IRA from an old job, for example, or Roth IRA, those would be assets that you could add here. So how much would you like to have saved in 10 years? So we're going to take that $452,000 number that Brett gave us from before, and then we're going to add $350,000 to it. So we need about $800,000 in the next 10 years. All right, and then next it's going to ask about investment style. So we're just going to choose moderate, just because it's middle of the road for this example, but this is going to be dependent upon how well you tolerate risk and market fluctuation. And then it's also going to be dependent upon how long you have until retirement. If you are super close to retirement, you're probably on the more conservative side. And if you have lots of time before you retire, you would probably be more toward the aggressive side. So I'm just going to stick with moderate for this example. And then all you have to do to click and see how to get there, you click this solve button, and then it's going to show you. In order to do that, its recommendation is that you increase Mr. Client's savings by 13.5%. It also is going to recommend that you increase Mrs. Savings by 1%. That way you're taking full advantage of that free money that she's getting from her employer. So that's going to increase the total savings for the household by $604 a month. So we're going to go ahead and accept this example. And then it's going to show you year by year what that looks like as you get closer and closer to that goal. All right, so then from there, we're also going to show you an example or a video of just kind of the next step in planning. So let's say you've used those two resources and you really want to take advantage of some of the services, or you feel like you need to talk to a professional to get some other questions answered. All right, so if we go back to our website and we go back to that services page and click financial planning, you're going to see a list of our services, and then also you can watch a video about Money Guide Pro, what it offers, what we offer here from a financial planning standpoint. It's definitely going to be your next step in a little bit more robust financial planning. It will offer a client login so that you're able to see the plan and kind of play around with things from your own home. So I'll go ahead and hit play. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, if you have any questions or you just kind of want some advice, feel free to give us a call, reach out to us via email. You can always reach out to us on the website at www.corevisionfg.com.
There'll be a list of contact information at the end of this video that, you know, if you want to reach out to one of us individually or how to get a hold of us at the office. We'll also include a list of some resources that can help you along the way in this to help you gather some of the information required for this stuff. So again, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it. Brett Rice, Joe Heller, Andrea Lee with Core Vision Financial Group. Thanks for joining us.